Alright, good evening class. My name is Cody Seal. Tonight I'll be discussing high density polyethylene piping, otherwise known as Hdpe. First solid form of polyethylene was created in 1935, and its first commercial application was in World War II. They used it to insulate radar cables. In 1953, two gentlemen by the name of Carl Ziegler and Erhard Holzkamp created high density polyethylene. 2 years later, in 1955, they began using it for piping. Some advantages of Hdpe piping. It's lightweight. This is important when it comes to getting the materials to the job site. You don't have to make so many trips. You can stack it down on a truck, a lot more of it on a truck than you could reinforced concrete or any type of steel piping. It's flexible. You can move it, bend it around if you need to. You don't have to worry about those 90 and 45s. You don't have to worry about putting elbows and fittings in there. It's flexible. You can move it around. It's chemical and corrosion resistant. That's important when it comes to what kind of material you can run through it and how long you can keep that material and that pipe over time. You don't want a pipe that's going to get corroded within a couple years, because then you're just going to have to take it back out and replace it. You don't want that. You want to save time and money. Hdpe piping has no seams, which makes it watertight. Now, seams in piping is a weak spot. Just like fittings in piping, just like elbows in piping. That's your weakest spot. If you don't have any seams, you got a strong pipe. That's good, especially for when you have long stretches of pipe. You don't want any seams. You don't want any spots that are very prone to breaking. Because then, guess what? Over time, those seams are going to bust somewhere down the line. You got to find out where they are. You got to dig it up. You got to fix it. Repair it. That costs time. That costs money. You don't want that. You want to save time and money. Hdpe is long-term cost efficient because it is lightweight and flexible, chemical and corrosion resistant, and does not have any seams. It's competition. I realize that this is just two, but these are two very common ones that we see all the time, especially in houses: galvanized steel and PVC pipe. You can see how bad a shape these two can get into. Now, modern galvanizing dates back to December of 1837. All galvanizing is coating steel in zinc to slow the corrosion process. Problem with that is the inside of the steel pipe is not coated with zinc. That means the inside of the pipe gets corroded, sometimes so bad that it makes its way all the way to the outside of the pipe. This is also bad if the inside of your pipe is galvanized steel and it's for drinking water, because then you're drinking that corrosion, that nastiness. Over time, it'll make you real sick. You don't want to do that. Galvanized steel piping was popular in residential applications prior to 1960s. Eventually we caught on that, hey, the inside is not safe. Outside's coated, inside's not. That's a problem. Galvanized steel is prone to corrosion. PVC, polyvinyl chloride. Its industrial production dates back to the 1930s. Some of that pipe is still in use today, still in service today. It is 100-year strong pipe. So is Hdpe pipe, though. And PVC is not flexible. It's not flexible like Hdpe is. It's strong, but it's not flexible. That means you got to put in your elbows and fittings. And guess what those are? Those are weak spots. And your piping, you don't want that. Not good. It's got a rigid, brittle structure. We've all seen, on any construction site, any job site, you've seen busted PVC somewhere. It's just the way it goes. It happens. You don't have to worry about that so much with high-density polyethylene piping. It's flexible, but still retains a lot of the strength. In conclusion, you will get greater return on investment when using Hdpe piping. Has a lot less maintenance and repair down the road. It might cost a little bit more up front per foot, but it'll save you in the long term in costs of maintenance and repair. Save you a lot of time and money. Also, final conclusion, black and gold to the Super Bowl 2018.